Hello and welcome back to Remote Freedom. As you guys know, on this channel we talk all about my overemployment journey, working multiple remote jobs, and all that jazz. In today's video, very annoyingly, the title of the video is not clickbait. I genuinely do have the world's most disgusting tax bill. So in this video, I want to talk about how that happened, why that happened, and yeah, how we got here. So for those of you who are new, or those who haven't seen my videos before, I started my remote working journey, or my remote freedom, I guess, journey in 2022. So that's when I got my second job, I guess, and I've been working two jobs ever since. So my tax issue or debt started with the 2022-2023 financial year. So in the 2022-2023 financial year, I received $68,000 from job A and $65,000 from job B. So this year I also went on maternity leave, so this wasn't a full year's worth of work. But that's how much I got from each of my jobs, totaling $133,000. I was taxed from that $17,300 from job A and $21,000 from job B. The reason that I was taxed more from job B, even though I earned less, was because I ticked no on the tax-free threshold for job B. So that's why I was taxed more there. If you are good at maths, you will notice that these two numbers do not actually add up to $39,000, but that is how much I was taxed, and $39,000 is how much I should have been taxed. So it's not wildly far off, but it is kind of a little bit far off. We've got about $700 difference here. Just for context as well, throughout this video, I will be talking in whole numbers and kind of rounding up and rounding, just because otherwise I feel like it's going to be super confusing. But this is a general picture. So that's about a $700 debt. Where did the rest of the debt come from? Well, I also have a help debt. So for those of you who don't know, help debt or a HECS debt is, I guess, Australia's version of a student loan. So I went to university. I obviously, what happens is the government pays for your university. They just pay it directly to the university. And then once you are earning over a certain threshold, so as you can see in the table on the right-hand side, the threshold is 48,000 odd. So if you're earning below that, you don't have to pay anything. If you earn under that for the rest of your life, you don't have to ever pay it back. But once you start earning above that, you start having to pay a percentage of your income to pay off that help debt. So for me, I earned, like I said, $133,000, which puts me in this 9% category. So I paid 9% of $133,000. So I owe $12,350 for that help debt. The other part of my 2022-2023 debt is from my Medicare levy. So I did not have health insurance this year. In 2022-2023, I didn't have any health insurance, which meant that I had to pay $2,600 odd. I think it's 2% of your income for a Medicare levy. I literally have just done this tax return. So essentially what happened was I went to go and do the tax return when I was supposed to last year in July of 2023, and then it came up with a thing saying that I was going to have a big bill, and I was like, no, and I just never lodged it. Can you get fined for that? Yes, you can. Would I recommend it? No, I wouldn't. I didn't get fined, or I haven't been fined, and I have literally just lodged this tax return like a couple of days ago. So that's the first part of the debt. Next, we have our 2023-2024 financial year. I earned substantially less that year, or this year, because I was on maternity leave for a large chunk of the year. So, job A, I received $64,000. Job B, I received $29,000. Job A, inclusive within this $64,000 is my maternity leave from the government as well. So that was paid directly to my employer at job A, and then they paid me. So that is also included in that $64,000 there. Taxed, I was taxed $15,000 and $4,000 respectively, and the tax that I owed was about $19,000, except for my help debt. So my help debt for this year, I am sitting at the where are we? What did I say I earned again? 93,000. So sitting at the 5.5%. So my help debt is about $5,500, and then my Medicare levy, again, I didn't have health insurance, about $1,800. You think I would have learned from the previous year and got health insurance, but I didn't. Having said that though, health insurance is more expensive than $1,800 per year, so I'm not really losing out, but I think I will definitely get health insurance for this year as well. To cover myself, my husband, and my baby. I think it would probably financially make more sense from moving forward to actually get health insurance instead of paying the Medicare levy every year. So that all adds up to 12,000, 12 and a bit, 5.5, 1.8, 2.6 gives us roughly $22,250 in a tax debt. I actually don't owe all of this right now. I have not yet lodged my 2023-2024 tax. I am probably going to wait it off just because I am a bit like that. I'm a bit of a procrastinator and I don't technically have to lodge it just yet, so I'm not going to. But I don't have to pay all of this money up front. Essentially the way that it works from my research, I haven't actually received contact from the tax department yet. But from my research, the way that it works is you have to pay 10% up front. So I'll have to pay, let's say I'm just doing the 2022-2023 ones. That was, roughly $13,000, $14,000. So I'll have to pay 10% of that up front. So let's call it like $1,500. And then from there, you've got 2 years to pay it off. So I think what I'll probably do is I'll pay off maybe say $2,000, and then I will just set up weekly installments to pay off the rest of it. I don't really know what I should do moving forward. So for context, I still have, after both of these come off my help debt, I will still have roughly $20,000. I think probably more like $25,000 owing on my help debt. So I'm going to keep running into this problem every single year until that help debt is completely paid off. So I don't really know what to do. What I've started doing for this year is I have opened another account that's called Tax, and I have just been funneling money every paycheck into that account. I thought about maybe asking one of my employers to tax me more and keep extra tax. I know that that's something that you can do and you can set up, but I also don't want to raise any red flags, and I don't want them to sort of ask questions as to why I'm doing that. So I don't know, if anyone has any genius, brilliant ideas, I would absolutely love to hear it. But for now, I think I'm just going to stick with putting money into an extra account and see how we go from there. But that is how I ended up with a ridiculous, disgusting tax bill. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hopefully I am not making the exact same video in 1 year from now saying I have another horrific tax bill. I probably will. Hopefully I'll have the money set aside that time though. But I hope that was fun and enjoyable for you. Less fun and enjoyable for me. I hope it was informative. Hope you liked it, and I will see you guys next time.